What's good? What's good, people? What's going on? Just realized I didn't bring any water with me. That's going to be a mistake at some point. How we all doing? I didn't get a chance to have a look at the links yet, Crystal. I had to put the little man to bed again. So oh god, it's been one of those days. How we all doing, people? Wild things going on in England today. What did I miss? I had some wild things going on in my house, mate. I've missed everything else going on outside of my little world. Jesus Christ. How we doing, Aaron? We're in the building. How we doing, crossover? What's good, my man? I've had one of those eventful days that not in a good way. How we all doing on this fine Thursday? Riots? What? Where? What the fuck have I missed? I guess something was in the water today. Oh, in Leeds. Yeah, no wonder nobody gives a fuck. Leeds is dank, man. Oh, don't tell me I've gone offline. Am I still here? Hopefully I'm still here. I'm not sure if I'm still online. Saying I've got no connection. It's a bit weird. Hopefully I'm still online. How we doing, boys? For some reason, I'm getting my chat from yesterday. I'm not even sure if I'm online. I can't see shit. I cannot see the chat at all. I don't know what's going on. Hang on a second, boys. God damn. God damn. How we doing, Hank? NOFC's booming. Yeah, I've been enjoying that, man. You're connected. I can't see my chat though. I cannot see my chat inside of Restream. I've had to open up my chat and try and get online that way. Hang on, let me try and refresh and see if that makes any difference. Come on, you cants. Hopefully this will work now. Sorry if I've missed anyone's chats. I can't see anything in Restream. Hopefully they'll pop up now. How are we fucking doing? Oh, it says ended. The event has ended. Shit. Man, I can't see shit. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck? I can't see shit. I cannot see shit. Well, this is fucking embarrassing. Oh my god, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah, okay, I think I can see it now. Hang on, I can see you, boys. All right, we're back. We're back. Sorry, guys. I think we're good. How we doing? All right, perfect time to raid, yeah. How we doing, KSI Digital Marketing CA? How we doing, bro? How you doing, Andrew? Good to see you here. I think I had another window open or something. It's all a bit confusing. It's pretty ironic being called an old man coming from you. You can. I'm pretty sure I'm good now. I'm pretty sure we're all right. Yeah, man. Restreams fucking dodgy. It's like bloody hell, man. $50 a month well spent, eh, boys? What a joke. Primitive man versus technology. Fair play. I am technologically retarded. We're fucking back. Times. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I want my fucking money back. I want my money back for those 20 seconds of mayhem we just got. What a shit show. Yeah, good to have you back, boys. Fucking, I was panicking my nuts off there. I was like, my YouTube career's over before it's even started. I was freaking out. To be fair, I thought my career was over after yesterday's performance. What part of the UK are you in? I'm in yeah, it was those porn windows, man. It's all that midget porn. I'm in Cambridgeshire. I used to live in London, but I moved to Cambridgeshire when I had kids because I'm scared of knives. Yeah, you're old as well, fucking Paradox. You can. I am old. I'm very old. But we're back. We're back. Disaster averted. Disaster averted. Yeah, I did say I'm technologically retarded. It doesn't really make much sense, but I was technologically efficient back in the day, like, or I knew what I was doing back in the day. But age has caught up with me. You know how that goes. Black Bear, you missed a hell of a shit show yesterday, my friend. I got fucking email carpet bombed. How we doing, no fellas? You don't even look like you have kids. I actually have a 20-year-old. I have a full grown adult that once came out of my balls. That sounded. Why the fuck do I say stuff out loud? For God's sake. I'm so glad they don't watch these. It's fucking embarrassing. Yeah, man, I've got a 20-year-old, a 15-year-old that's actually turning 16 in August, and I've got a 3-year-old. So I'm an old cunt, mate. I've had a fucking weird day though. Like I think my 3-year-old might be Damien. Might be Damien. I don't think we'll see McGregor fight again. I've been saying this for yonks, mate. I've been saying this for yonks. Yeah, KSI Digital Marketing CA. I'm gonna call you. I don't want to call you KSI for short because I know you're probably a fan of his, but I think he's a massive alien-headed bellend. I'm turning 40 this year. I had them by myself. Yeah, man. New technology, bro. It was a bit different back then. I just and they just came out. I'm like the Virgin Mary, but like the male version. Yeah, no, I usually try to slot in at some point that I'm an old cunt just to get some compliments my way. I need them at my age. I was born in 1984. Not a fan of KSI, thank God. Thank God. I was about to cook there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've been saying for years that McGregor's not going to fight. The problem is his BKFC little announcement is it was stupid in so many ways. Like, first of all, he's got 2 fights left on his UFC contract, so they obviously know he's going to try and get out of it. So do you think they're going to make it easy for him to get out of that contract? I don't think so. So it was dumb in every conceivable level. What I will say though is at least he sounded somewhat coherent, which is not something we usually expect from McGregor these days. Wasn't quite drunk. You've got them Asian genes, man. Asians. I guess hanging around with Asians has probably done that. What's the inspiration for starting this channel? Simple, really. Everyone in the UK who I'm mates with, they think MMA is homosexual. They think it's men rolling around in their underwear, touching each other, which, to be honest, is very hard to refute certain times. So I basically started up the channel to connect with people who are nice to see you here, Andrew. Take it easy, brother. Thanks for stopping by. So I kind of started the channel just to hopefully get some kind of small community going, and have the chance to kind of talk about MMA on a regular basis with people who give as much of a shit about it as I do. Although it's getting harder and fucking harder these days. Start beefing with MMA Guru. I don't think I'm a match for his fan base, to be honest. I'm too much of an ant right now. I think I've got to start lower down the beef ladder. Like my first target's going to be MMA Joey. I'll go after him at some point. That's what I'm saying. We've got to get the subscriber count up in here, and then we can start spamming that fucking potato looking motherfucker. Get him saying some really nasty things about me, and then we can get things off and running, boys. It's like a 10-step plan that ends in me that ends in 6'4" Guru fighting 5'8" bad MMA math in a non-influencer boxing fight. That's the end goal. You know, that's where we're heading. Hopefully. No, I'm kidding. Of course, he'd fucking destroy me. But yeah, it was mainly for that. Like, I'm not in it for the money or the. You don't make money on YouTube, believe it or not. I'm definitely at a deficit in that regard. I mean, with all the subscriptions I've got, the camera equipment, all that kind of stuff, I'm significantly down. It's more just to do with establishing a community of like-minded people who just enjoy talking about shit. I don't really have any serious goals, to be honest. It's more just like talking about the things that I want to talk about with people that are interested in hearing about it. So that's basically where I'm at with this shit. I'm not really, there's no end goal to take over MMA YouTube or anything like that. Only thing Guru destroys is a Big Mac. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's pretty much true as well. He's probably on like first name basis with his Uber drivers, to be fair. His Uber Eats drivers is. You should challenge Guru to a punch-up contest. I kind of value my life, to be honest. I'm not saying the guy's a killer, but there is a significant... I'm pretty sure he's like double my weight. Virtually. I mean, I'm still a fucking Chad, but it is what it is. Guru has Mayo at arm's reach. Frank, did you manage to download my video part? I haven't yet. We're not at the process of... We're still waiting for a couple more people to chip in with their videos as well. So we haven't started the editing phase yet. But what I might do is, I'm gonna... If I can't download it on X, I'll shoot you my email. And I can get it that way. Or maybe I can just try and download it on... Thoughts on Belal versus Edwards? I'm not gonna lie, KSI. I'm concerned, mate. My main concern really is that Leon Edwards is starting to talk now about going up to middleweight. And in my history of watching MMA, which has been quite extensive, it's like 12, 13 years of like hardcore watching every card. A push-up contest. I'd crush him in a push-up contest. He's a fat fuck. I'd destroy him. I thought you said a punch-up contest. God damn, it's that. Maybe I need reading glasses. Yeah, I whenever somebody starts talking about going up in weight before they finish the fight that's in front of him, that's usually when they get a slap. So I'm a bit worried. A lot of people are talking about Belal looking shredded and all that stuff, but like, I'm not taking too much into that. My main concern of it is I do see a world where Belal wins, but the problem that I have with it is he's a boring twat, and if he wins, it's going to be really, really boring, and I'm going to be there live for it. It's going to be 7:00 in the morning probably at that stage. So I haven't really noticed the weather too much. I had like a very busy morning. I had some like errand stuff to take care of. I went and saw my mum at her care home, and then my son decided to break a window in the middle of the day. So my time has been very much preoccupied today in some very strange ways. Sorry, Western man, don't get too stressed. MMA Joey is a big fat pussy. Yeah, pretty much. Like you've nailed him on that one. UK's all right, man. I only found out about the riots from Aaron. I didn't really hear too much about them. It's in Leeds. Like nobody gives a fuck about what's going on in Leeds, but I'm pretty sure I'll hear more about it tomorrow. It's cloudy here in Miami. That must be quite disconcerting for you. Because from what I hear about Miami, it's pretty much sunshine and bitches all day long. So you must be pretty caught off guard there with that shit. If Leon wants to move up, he should be forced to vacate. Yeah, that doesn't really go that way though. There's still enough fights for him at welterweight. He's still got JDM, he's still got Shavkat, and obviously he's still got Bilal in front of him, who he shouldn't be overlooking at all. Your son smashed that window. He did, and he was very fucking happy with himself as well. It wasn't a window in the house. So basically downstairs here, I've got a garage on the side of my house that I converted into like a library. But there's a door on the back that has glass on it. And he just threw a massive rock on it and smashed it. He was delighted with himself. So I've got that to sort out tomorrow. Bilal's sister is a pharmacist. I'm shocked. That guy's looked more and more shredded the more he's gone through his UFC career. So it wouldn't surprise me. I think a lot of people are juicing though. I think Bilal will shock the world with his performance like he has for me in his last few matches. Yeah, I'm worried, man. I'm worried about quite a few of the matchups. I'm very worried about the Tom Aspinall and Curtis Blades one as well. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Blades too. I could end the night very, very unhappy, for sure. Do you guys reckon I should go to the UFC event in a onesie to kind of make fun of the fact that this card is taking place in the middle of the night? I'm very tempted to do it. I think it was Chris Gray who mentioned it yesterday. I might turn up literally with like a onesie and a fucking pillow just to take the piss. I think Tom steamrolls him. I hope you're right. I could stomach Leon losing against Bilal barely as long as Tom wins and Manel Cap wins. Bilal joined could be because he's probably put in fucking work for the first time in his life. I get the sense that Bilal wasn't really having proper training camps before. No, you get a beer poured on your head if you wear one of those. Probably. It's a risk I'm willing to take, though. Leon wins comfortably. Bilal will get hit a lot. Leon will defend takedowns. I'm thinking 50-45 Leon, or maybe even a late stoppage. I rate Leon Edwards so highly. I think he's outstanding. I think he gets a lot of shit for being boring. He's actually kind of funny as well, believe it or not. I know I'm having a hard time fucking convincing people that that's the case, but I actually quite like Leon Edwards' personality. I mean, he's kind of funny. Start snoozing while sucking your thumb and snoring loudly. Yeah, that could be a way to go. I figure it could be an easy way to go viral, which is not really what I want. Any thoughts of Jones? I think John Jones is a cunt and he should be stripped. I think John Jones should be stripped of his heavyweight title immediately, and Aspinall and Blade should be made for the undisputed. That's what I think. That's the problem. Maybe I could wear a onesie on top that I could like take off. Or I was thinking like a pajama suit. In between picking up shards of glass, I've had some thoughts about how I could approach this event. Do you know what I mean? Leon's a cool guy. Americans just don't like him, which is fair. I think we've seen a lot more Leon Edwards exposure in the UK than they have over there. Like I've seen a lot of interviews with this guy, and he's actually got a lot of humor to him. He seems like a pretty chilled out dude. One of the best post-fight interviews of all time. One of the best comeback finishes of all time. One of the most iconic finishes of all time. And the guy's been on a hell of a win streak. So I think he deserves some respect. He's up there in one of the best welterweights of all time as well. And I think he's a lot more technical than people give him credit for. He's a really good fighter. And I hope he wins. I like him. I'm very high on Leon Edwards. For sure. Yeah, Dagestani roids. They're definitely up to something. How you doing, Northie? Can we get a link posted for Northie's channel and hopefully some donations today to help Northie out? That'd be sick. Yeah, I'm already subscribed to you, Mr. Andrew. I've been subscribed to you for a couple of weeks. I'm fully aware of your channel. So and also to anyone in here, subscribe to Andrew. Show Andrew some love. He's got a channel that's coming up as well. 80 subscribers on your channel. Let's try and get it to 100 as soon as fucking possible. I think I subscribed to you when you were at about 55, 56. And that was last week. So you're already making some rapid progress, my man. I think that Leon beats everyone at welterweight, even Islam. I think Leon would beat Islam as well. And I've been saying this for a while. I really think Leon is very, very good. I mean, unless you're Kenny Okoji and you think that Islam Makhachev could go up to 205 and beat Alex Pereira, fucking brain dead. They're both division machines. I don't see either getting a finish. The way that do you know why I've only got 3,031 subs, man. I wouldn't say I'd kill for 3,000 subs, but I'd think about it. I would think about it for sure. I would give it some thought. But it's like I said, man. Subscribers don't matter, and Northy, you know this as well. Subscribers don't matter. It's about having people that are active. They come into your chats. They call you a cunt in your videos. That's what you need. You know, that's precisely what you need. It doesn't. The activity of the community is far more important than the volume of the community, for sure. So yeah, keep supporting Andy. Show Andy some love. Subscribe to him. That'd be sweet. 3,046, my bad. Yours is fully deserved though, man. Your channel was, like I've said this multiple times, your channel was unique. You're not going to find a lot of people doing what you're doing. But we do have to keep pushing the fact that Northwest is a homeless gentleman right now. He needs some support. So yeah, man, show Northy some love and send some donations via PayPal. If you feel like doing a good deed for tonight, which most of you should be in a giving mood. It's a fucking drab Thursday. Go to bed tonight with a fucking clear conscience in your head. You know what I mean? Go for that. Yeah, Northy's popping, man. If Leon beats Bilal, Shavkat, and Islam, oh no, he would be 100%. I think if he beats Bilal and Shavkat, we can already start having that conversation. I mean, if he beats those 5, he's unfucking deniable. But the problem is, by the time UFC I mean, somebody mentioned there that they're mismanaging UFC Leon's career. They are, man. Weasel's vid on Perry's chances is delusional. Did he suggest that Perry might? Betty, I think you're with me, man. I think Perry's gonna get fucking annihilated. Perry's not powerful. Perry's not technical. Perry's not quick. He's gonna get folded, and it's gonna be embarrassing. I hate to say that because I love Mike Perry. I think the guy's a don, and we made a video about it earlier on in the week as well. I think he's gonna get folded. I think he's gonna get folded within 3 rounds. 1% chance of it. Do you know, I'd give him like a 5% chance. I'd give him a 5% chance. And that's not even me taking the piss. What I don't like is, the narrative surrounding this fight is a lot of people are saying this is Jake Paul's toughest test. It's not. It's not. Silva was a bigger test than this was. Woodley was a bigger test than this was. Tommy Fury was as well. This is probably his 5th most difficult fight. Perry is small. He's a 170 pounder. Perry is slow. Perry is dumb. Perry is not technical. I love Perry. I know I just shitted all over him, but I love the man. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to get slept. Jake Paul doesn't fight people that have a chance of beating him, generally. I need Snake Paul to make me bread. I've bet on Jake Paul as well. He's in my parlay this weekend. 50-year-old Silva, yep. 50-year-old Silva is a bigger threat than Mike Perry. 100%. I want Perry to win. There's nothing I would love more than to lose my money this weekend and see Paul face down, arse up, with his tongue hanging out. I would love that, but I don't see it happening. Mike Perry's going to beat him up. Tommy Fury is terrible, but at least he's young and he has some kind of boxing basics. That was the most even match that Jake Paul's had on paper. Perry's good, but not this week. Perry is stinky. He just is. I love him, but he's not technical. He's very entertaining, but he's gonna get slapped. Yeah, it's at 200 pounds. It's at cruiserweight. It's at the cruiserweight limit, which is 200 pounds. Mike Perry is 170 pounds. I hope he's juicing to the gills for this fight. Everyone hates the Pauls. This is why we tune in. We tune in for the hope that he gets bonked out. And so far, it just hasn't happened. Oh, in bare knuckle, Perry beats the fuck out of him. Perry would just outman him and beat him up. But Paul ain't fighting him at bare knuckle. There's no way. Tommy Fury is pretty good. He's just shit. He's got good fundamentals. That's the thing. But if you put him in there against pro boxers that are decent, he's going to get whammed. It's that simple. Jake should be the favorite. Jake's younger. He's bigger. He's been training boxing nonstop for the last 8 years. Jake Paul has every advantage in this fight. Watch Mike Perry in a bare knuckle fight. Watch Mike Perry in MMA. I'm going to state this again. I love Mike Perry. He's shit. He's just a Chad. And I give him a lot of credit for that. But he's not technical. Yeah, Paul says a lot of things. He's not going to fight him in MMA. That's bullshit. Paul is a gaslighter. He's gonna stay in boxing, fighting cans for as long as he's trying to fight fucking Mike. He's trying to fight Mike Tyson, bros. That should tell you all you need to know about what Jake Paul's up to in the game. And I actually respect him a lot more than I do the rest of the influencers, like KSI and all those bums. Jake Paul is actually taking this shit seriously. He's basically a pro boxer now. He's full-time doing this stuff. And he is dangerous. And he's big. He's going to fuck Perry up. I'm telling you now. Do not bet on Mike Perry. Even I legitimately thought that Jake Paul was going to be like a minus 600. The fact that he's minus 175 or minus 200, you've got to take that all day long. You've got to. That's printing money. This is the thing. How does Mike Perry win that fight? The best scenario for Mike Perry is him getting to a decision, in my opinion. And I don't think he wins a decision. He's going to get smacked. Yeah, I like Jake, but the Mike fight is an embarrassment to you. Like, I'm the reason why I want Perry to win as well. This is the extra layer on top of it. I really want Mike Perry to win because it immediately cancels that Tyson fight. Because you can't justify him getting in there with Mike Tyson if he loses to I'd bet on you, Northie. If you took on Snake Paul, I'd put my money on you. I firmly believe that as well. I think you'd fuck him up. But no, the whole situation is embarrassing. But the card is on the perfect weekend because we've got a right stinker of a UFC card this weekend. So there might be some eyeballs on this one. I think Mike Perry's going to draw some people in. I genuinely do. Not that I'm going to be paying for that shit. That would be another Meth Stream special. Shout out to Meth Streams. Not a supporter of this channel. Hopefully one day we can get a sneaky sponsor from those cunts. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, man. It's not the it's a better fight than it's a more intriguing fight than the Mike Tyson one, in my opinion. I don't want to see Mike Tyson get back in there. I don't see that going well for him. At all. I'd KO him for a bag. That's what I'm saying. If there was a nice little bonus in, that will give you that rage incentive, that bread incentive. Do you know what I mean? What are your thoughts about Anderson Silva? Guru and Lucas Tracy have bad takes about him. Bad takes in what sense? What have they been saying about that legend? Anderson Silva's a half decent boxer. And he's one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time. He probably just about sneaks onto my Mount Rushmore, but if he's not there, he's very, very close. I'd have Silva's undoubtedly in my top 10, but I'd say he's probably more even like top 5. If you've been watching the sport for a long time, people forget how good Anderson Silva was. Did you put money I just put money on Jake. I didn't put it on a KO. I do think he is going to KO. I don't like prop bets. Like, I never bet on KOs or submissions, or I never prop bet. I usually just money line that shit because I'm a pussy. It never tends to go well. That he's overrated and would get smacked around in the current. Nah, that's just fucking bullshit. Prime Anderson Silva would be champion right now. And like I said, I rate Drickus. I rate look, man, a fucking 40-year-old Anderson Silva gave Israel all he could handle. a prime Israel, a rising Israel, a prime Anderson Silva was fucking mustard. He would have dusted all. Who's beaten Anderson Silva in this middleweight division? Genuinely. He had really good. All right, he wasn't the greatest wrestler, but he had really good BJJ, and his striking was elite, and he had knockout power, and he was just so diverse. Anderson Silva's like a generational talent. Yeah, Guru and Tracy need to shut the fuck up. This is the thing; they kind of reveal themselves to be like that whole comment from Guru yesterday on the Paddy video of, "Oh, I'm just here to make money." Nah, that's what I'm saying, man. I just want to be here where I can state the real, true opinions rather than just be fucking clickbait and then saying shit that I think is just going to get interactions, man. Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time. And it just reveals to me that neither of those two were watching the sport 15 years ago. They just weren't. Anderson Silva was 38 when he finally lost. This is what I'm saying. It's shilling. It's shilling is exactly what it is. Because the thing is, yeah, the MMA community by and large now wants to shit on Anderson Silva because he's obviously lost to Jake Paul. That's not a good look for, that's not a good look for MMA in general. But the dude is nearly 50 years old. I've said this many times on stream. I'm nearly 40 and I've got to get up in the middle of the night to take a piss. Imagine what Anderson Silva's going through, having broke his leg, gone through all those different injuries. Like, fuck me. Like, nah, the disrespect on Anderson Silva is out of pocket for sure. Anderson Silva's the guy. And if you don't think that, you don't know the sport. For me, he's top 5 undoubtable. And in a lot of people, he's their GOAT. And I don't agree. I don't agree with Anderson Silva being the best fighter of all time. But if somebody has Anderson Silva as number 1, I'm not disagreeing with you. I get that take. People forget how good that guy was. He really was. So that's bullshit. But yeah, people have definitely forget. Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his time. He would have been even bigger if he was operating now with those skills. Did he have a couple of stinky fights? Yeah, the Damian Maia one was pretty bad, but your opponent's just as responsible for a bad fight as you are. Yeah, I would say I've got him number. Is Chadmas over? Yeah, I didn't even get to celebrate it properly. I have him at number 4 as well. I used to have him at number 5, and I had Volkanovski at number 4. But obviously, with his 2 recent losses, he's gone down a peg. So my top 5 are. I wouldn't mind you guys sharing your GOAT top 5 as well, because I've got Mighty Mouse number 1, John Jones, as much as I hate to admit it, is number 2. Then I've got GSP number 3, Silver 4th, and Silver 4th. I don't even think I have Volkanovski 5th anymore. Might even have Jose Aldo up there. It's a difficult one. Only have Jones, GSP, and DJ above him. That's kind of how I feel about it as well. No doubt Silva is one of the greatest ever. He needed to fight GSP. I think he would have beaten GSP just because of his size. It would have been a great fight, though. Sean Strickland beating Anderson Silva. Bro, how you doing, No Chill? No. Nah. No way. I'm not even convinced that Sean Strickland would beat him now. But a prime Anderson Silva, no way. Yeah, Northie gets it. Aldo number 5 as well. I've rethought my whole opinion on Aldo. I used to dunk on Aldo a little bit, but I love that dude. People always claim that Silva fought nobodies, but Silva prevented the greatness of a lot of That middleweight division was stacked as fuck. Like, looking back at it now, middleweight was one of the premier divisions back then. There were some killers in there. Like Strickland is number 1. No Chill, you bastard. Ain't even joined my stream. Are you live, Paradox, as well? Were you live? I was so busy cleaning up glass shards. I managed to stop in on No Chill earlier on, and that game looks fucking dope, I've got to say. It's like championship manager, but not for a sucky sport. To be real. No love for Khabib. How you doing, Aiden? My legitimate. Oh no, emails turned up. Everyone hide. Scramble. Emails here. How you doing? No love for Khabib. Nah, no love for Khabib. Khabib ain't even in the top 10, brother. Aiden Burns is my legitimate, actual, like, same mother, same father, brother. Good to have you up in here, brother. Literal, brother. I have weird criteria for my GOAT. Let's hear them. Well, yeah, I raided you. Oh, I thought you were raiding me from somebody else. I thought you set up like another raid. But I appreciate that. How you doing, email? I'm just kidding, brother. How you doing? Machida, Belfort, Dan Henderson, the GOAT, Bisping, etc. Let's just have a quick check over Anderson Silva's CV, because there were some definitely underrated ones in there. I don't really count the Chris Weidman losses because he was fucking around in the first fight. I mean, Stephen Bonner was decent. Chael Sonnen had his time. He beat Vitor Belfort. He beat Damian Maia when he was really good. He beat Forrest Griffin. It was a really hard fight. James Irving, Dan Henderson, Rich Franklin. Rich Franklin was a fucking killer. Nate Marquardt was decent as well. He beat Rich Franklin twice. Chris Lieben was really good at the time as well. Bro, he beat some absolute monsters. And Derek Brunson. Is it all the wrestling? Yeah. How you doing, Dougie's Corner? How you doing, my man? As always, subscribe to my boy Dougie's Corner, absolute legend in the game. He's out doing that day job right now, so we've got to boost his subscriber count so that he can quit that shit. No offense, bro, but it's not for you. It's not for you. You should be working from home, and we're working on it. Melson rubbing his hands together, plotting. I don't know what he's got planned for this one, but I'm genuinely scared. When Melson says such and such fears me and it's cap, it ain't that in my case. I genuinely get a shudder of fear when Melson turns up now after yesterday. But no, Aiden is like my brother, my literal brother, but he doesn't really watch MMA. And what you don't realize about Khabib, for any of the casuals out there, is he pretty much fought Uber drivers, and I'm pretty sure one of his opponents turned up to drop off my chicken nuggets the other day. He was fighting those kind of guys. Do you know what I mean? So no, his career is a little bit sus, and he retired too early. And he lost the fight. He lost the fight, which everybody seems to like gloss over, which I don't like as well. Yeah, Hendo was a beast when Silva beat him. This is what I'm saying. It's because the sport wasn't as, I mean, the sport was on the rise at that time, but it wasn't as big, obviously, as it is now. If the sport had the same amount of followers as it did then, Silva would be very, very firmly in the GOAT conversation. And the only reason he's on the fringes of it is because hardcores who used to watch it are the only ones that really know. People that were there from the beginning. If Anderson Silva was doing then what he's doing now, we'd be talking about him like we talk about Jones and Mighty Mouse. Everyone would. But it is what it is. Rich Franklin was amazing. Jones, Mighty Mouse, GSP, Silva. I've got no objections to that order as well. I've got none. He lost to Tibau. Yeah, he retired too soon. But the reason why I think he retired, he was really struggling to make 155. And he knew that if he went up to 170, his striking was going to get exposed. And that people were going to be able to stop the takedowns. So I think it was more of it's a good excuse to get out of the game now. Because if he was so sure of, I'm not going to fight now that my dad's passed away, why did he fight Gaethje? He should have just relinquished the belt right then and there. But I think he knew in the back of his inbred mind that the time was coming. Mike Perry is goated, but he's not brainwashed. He's good. Sometimes he is. Mike Perry is dumb. Mike Perry is very dumb. He's the dumb cunt that we all love, but he's dumb. Jake Paul might be a lot of things. He might be a snake. He might be a scammer. He might be cringy. He's not dumb. He's not dumb. After Hendo lost to Silva, he beat Palhares, Franklin, Bisping, Fedor, and Shogun, and only lost to Jake Shields. Jake Shields is another guy that I really rate as well. Hendo was a beast. Beating Hendo at any time is going to be a challenge because the dude had like that light shutout power as well, and he was a very decent all rounder. GSP Mighty Mouse Islam. Yeah, you nearly had me there. Islam's not on the Goat Mountain. Are you crazy? No chance, mate. I do think there's a possibility that Islam could be there one day, and people might not like this, but I have Islam slightly higher than or on a par with Khabib, but I don't think he's top 10 yet, even. But when he fought Fedor's injuries finally caught up to him. Yeah, Fedor had been through the ringer as well. Jake Paul might be Jewish. He is. Thank you for your contribution email. Who wins, BJ Penn or Shavkat? A prime BJ Penn? I think Shavkat. BJ Penn was always a little bit too small for welterweight. BJ Penn is he was a lightweight. Right, I meant silver and free. Sorry, bro. Fair enough. I was confused. I was like, what's Islam doing there? Sorry to have a go at you, but that had to be mentioned. Yeah, I would take Shavkat. But again, I don't think we know about Shavkat yet to truly know how good he is. I still think there's some Neil made him look beatable. So I don't know. I love Shavkat, but there's still more for him to prove. I'm gonna put it that way. But no, fair play, Andrew. I like that top 4 as well. If BJ Penn just stuck to lightweight, people would have respected it. That's 100% true. That's 100% true. I think BJ Penn kind of jumping up and down, going from one organization to the other. I mean, fair play to the guy. He was always in the mix, but he should have stuck to one weight class. But you've got to remember as well that lightweight wasn't very prominent during that time. I think they introduced the belt in and around when he came. So the division was very lackluster at that point. There wasn't a lot of competition. And the weight classes then were a lot more fluid. So I can kind of understand why he did that, but it's a case of ifs and buts. But he would have definitely had a more legendary career. Do you have steak in your fridge? Why, Cold Art? You hungry? I don't believe I have steak in my fridge right now. I need to do a nice shop. What the fuck are we talking about? Yeah, I need to do a shop run tomorrow, but I guess I'll add that to the list. Why not? BJ is high up on my all-time list just because he's straight up for at anybody, and that's the point. He was like the epitome of like a prize fighter. He was a turn up and get shit done guy, which I always love. MMA fighters are soy these days, most of them. That's why Alex Pereira looks like a fucking god amongst men, because he's like, he took a fight again. That used to be the regular back in the day. Like most fighters used to fight 3-4 times a year minimum. It's a miracle if we can get 2 out of some cunts these days. I guess some people don't like making money. Do not tell MMA guys you are my ultimate favorite. Is that me? I'd be flattered if that was the case, but I find that hard to believe. But I love you too, Andrew. Yes. Oh, Cold. I can always expect the random foodie questions and just random questions in general from you. I appreciate it, man. We have had like a few more fights announced recently as well. For some reason, I'm very nervous because we still don't really have confirmation about what's happening at 306, which is making me nervous because it's not that far away. We need some news on that soon. I was supposed to drop a video today about what matchups we're excited for that one, but like I said, with the smashed window we had today, my attention has been diverted. Does Alex deserve a BJJ black belt? Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know how long he's been training, but they seem to be handing out those fucking belts like candy these days. I mean, didn't Kayla Harrison give him a yellow belt after he did nothing judo related in his fight with Yuri? That was weird. So, no is the answer to that one. No is the answer to that one. But yeah, I love BJ Penn as well. BJ Penn's my guy. Got nothing but time for DJ Penn. What's up, you tosser? We were talking about you, Chris Gray. I was debating whether or not I should go to 304 with the onesie or not. and maybe have some like real clothes on underneath. Because some people were pointing out if I turn up with the onesie, it's going to be funny for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to have to sit through it for like 6 hours. So it might not be that. Wait, hang on. Fuck you, you tosser. It's become such a normal thing now that you roll up in my chat and immediately call me a cunt. That I'm just accepting of it now. We've got to that stage. Thanks for firing back, Westy. I appreciate that. Fuck you, Chris. Which UFC fighter needs to take a break because of brain damage? Justin Gaethje probably. I would say he needs more than a break. He needs to retire. Justin Gaethje comes to mind because it seems it's still unprecedented in UFC history that a guy could rise to that far up the top and be hit more times than he's hit other people. So if I was Justin Gaethje, I would take 6 to 7 months off minimum and maybe even consider retiring. Johnny Walker's another one. Johnny Walker's a great shout. And Johnny Walker going up to heavyweight scares me. Yeah, Volk needs some time off as well. What up, Torrin? How you doing, my G? How are you, man? Good to have you here, Torrin. Yeah, I would say those three are a good shout. Johnny Walker, Justin Gaethje. Probably what's his face? Bryce Mitchell needs some time off as well. Yeri. Bryce Mitchell definitely needs some time off. I'm surprised he's alive after that KO. It's legitimately the only time in an MMA fight where I've seen somebody flatline like that and thought he's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. There's times when I've been like, oh yeah, he's dead. And it was kind of like, joke. I thought Bryce Mitchell was dead. So he could probably do with some time off. And people are talking about putting him in there with Jean Silva. Like that man hasn't been punished enough. Give him a layup, man. He needs one. He needs a bounce back. Rumor has it that Volk might be fighting Gaethje. I think I'd pick Volk. I think I'd pick Volk for that. I've heard it's kind of bullshit though, because I think it was Rubin Carter again that said it. Again, it's probably bullshit. It's probably not going to happen. But talking about it from a hypothetical standpoint, if it did happen, I'd take Volk in that fight. I would say wear the onesie under the clothes, but it will be hot as fuck though. So I don't know if it's worth the laugh. Up to you, chap. It could be. It could be. So you're saying the KO of Bryce? By the looks of things, bro, he's somehow got even more downs after that, or even more dumber, I should say. He's even dumber after that. I would definitely say. YouTube censorship is retarded right now. It hasn't seemed to have fucking stopped you in your tracks, though, mate. You've had a free pass to do whatever you want in here, to my detriment. You think you'll pick Gaethje? I don't blame you for that either. It's a close fight. Volk is my guy, and he's so dangerous good. I love Volkanovski. I genuinely thought that just before Volkanovski fought Makhachev the first time, I thought he was on his way to potentially being the GOAT of the sport. Yeah, Josh Emmett might. Josh Emmett is legit scary powerful. He's legit scary powerful, I think. And that's why I kind of don't want Diego Lopez to take that fight. MVP, he's my best of all. MVP is not that good. He's a bit boring. Who's the biggest coward in UFC history? Cody Brundage. Put bars on your windows like City Life did to stop all the white people from thieving your mayo. That's not a problem in my house, man. I hate condiments. You won't find any condiments in my house. They're banned. Connor said he's looking to fight Chandler at the end of 2024, so that's probably going to be December. It kind of like I've firmly been of the belief that Connor's never going to fight again. But to be honest, if he has any aspirations of fighting in BKFC, and if he wants to bring that organization to where it could potentially go, he needs to fight there. So I think he might just take that Chandler fight just to get it out of the way. Oh yeah, MVP would be dope to have a pint with. Cyril Gahn. Cyril Gahn's a pussy as well. Cyril Gahn's a pussy as well, but he's got nothing on Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage is the biggest pussy in MMA history. He's literally had 1 DQ and 2 no contests in his fight over the same thing. Emmett has a nasty right hand, but Hendo's H-bomb was pretty nasty too. They're definitely comparable. The way they set them up as well is very, very similar. Which fighter from another promotion would you like to see in the UFC? I'd still like to see Jason Jackson. I'm very high on him. I would like to see Patchy Mix from Bellator as well. I think he'd do very well in the bantamweight division, despite the stinker he just threw up in his last one. So Patchy. I wouldn't mind seeing Danny Sabatello for his shit talk, and I spoke about that before. That guy's an irritating weasel as well. I'd quite like to see him make an appearance because I think he'd stir shit up. So those would be the people I'd want from Bellator. Vadim Nemkov probably as well. Yeah, I don't do that. I don't put any kind of disgusting condiments on my stuff. So that would be who I'd have from Bellator. I'd like to see those 2 dudes from the Hardwick. I'd like to see the Hardwick brothers in the UFC as well from Cage Warriors. I think they'd be a good addition. There's loads of fighters I'd like to see from one. Stamp Fairtex. I'd love to see the UFC make an atomweight division, and I'd love to see Stamp Fairtex make an appearance. Because the best fighters in the best women's fighters in the world, relatively speaking, are atomweights. So I'd love to see that. Jack should have added the caveat of right now. Yeah, I think right now it probably is Emmett. Dry guy. Yep, I'm a dry guy in every sense of the word. You can extend that to any realm you can consider as well. I'm a dry guy in every sense of the word. Would you ever fly to Iceland? It's expensive but good. I definitely would. I've heard it's very green over there, which is very ironic. But the next big travel will be Miami. I've definitely got to get my ass over to Miami. Have a pint with Aaron Tats and the boys. Nah, no need to apologize, Andrew. You are more than welcome to state your opinion in any facet that you feel to. Who has worse striking, Ronda or Ben's ass cream? I'd have to say Ben Askren. Yeah. But Ben Askren has at least really good ground and pound. Like when he'd get people down, he'd do a good job mauling them on the ground. But standing, I'd probably go for Ronda. Nope, I don't like tartar sauce with my fish or gravy's not really a condiment though, mate. Gravy's all right. I can fuck with gravy. But I don't fuck with any condiment like mayo and ketchup and tartar sauce or any of that horrible shit. I feel like we've spoken about this before, and I feel like you're just goading me at this point. Fair play to you. You're absolutely mental. Definitely Fizz is your all-time favorite Coronation Street character on paper. We've had this conversation, bro. I like that bite the pillow girl, we're going in dry. Bro, look at me. You think I've ever had to use lubricants? The ladies get wet looking at me. Or so I like to believe. Spicy ketchup is good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Cunt. And no, it isn't. That's just adding another problem on top of a problem that already exists. People who like overly spicy food are fucking unsophisticated cunts in my mind. They're back in the Cyborg business. What is that? What are you referring to, sir? Are you saying Cyborg is back in the UFC? Don't tell me that's true. Or tell me that's true. That could be interesting. There's no way Cyborg's back. There's no way they mended that relationship. Tell me you're joking. Curry sauce is all right as well. Curry sauce doesn't really count as well. But I don't really like if I had to choose, I'd go with curry sauce. Why are we talking about this? Should UFC make women's atom weight or men's 165 first? Men's 160. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. No, men's 165. I mean, I don't really care about women that much. I just think they need to do it to spice it up. Women are naturally small. Of course, they need a 105 division. Mild jalapeno is not overly spicy. You're just British and your food sucks. Yeah. I mean, you've got me there. We did manage to get a few English staples out there. You know, the pie and mash, the roast dinner. Don't even pretend, email, that you don't fuck with a roast dinner. And by the way, you still haven't mentioned one good American staple that actually counts as American food. It was all bullshit. It was all like your whataboutism, like straight onto your food is shit without defending your own. So until you can come up with a solid American staple that fucks with our food, you can go fuck yourself, mate. Buddy gets a stiffy from that snaggletooth. Snaggletooth. The back doesn't lubricate. Why'd you have to ruin it for me though? And that's not my problem, bro. Again, we've gone over this. Chicken fried steak is a Southern classic. It's fucking rank, mate. You can't use that as an example. You can't use that as an example. He comes with fried chicken steak. We're talking about cuisine for some reason, MMA BG. Thank you for joining the chat. Much love. By the way, MMA BG, you might be new in here, but it's no holds barred territory in here. We go from talking about bum holes to fried chicken. So whatever's on your mind, just got brisket. You know what? Brisket. Is brisket quintessentially American though? That's what you need to ask yourself. I've had brisket. Brisket's fucking incredible. But is it quintessentially American? Jambalaya. Yeah, that don't look American to me, my brother. Oh, maybe it is. Developed in Louisiana. That looks like a knockoff paella to me. That seems like you ganked it from the Spanish, if I'm being honest. Most of your food is ganked from somewhere else. And you just throw hot sauce all over it and say it's American. Oh, shepherd's pie is goated, man. I was talking about shepherd's pie the other day. Shepherd's pie has everything a growing boy needs. You've got your potato, you've got your vegetable, you've got your mincemeat. It's a whole meal in one fucking tight little outfit. Shepherd's pie is goated. But yeah, but jambalaya looks like a paella, like a dollar store paella. Gumbo? What the fuck is gumbo? That looks like a discount Thai thing. It seems to me that Louisiana is repping it for America right now. All your recommendations have been Louisiana-based stuff. Yeah, I like that top 5 of all time. I'm not too keen on Fedor just because of the competition level, but he did fight some good guys. Clam chowder, also not American. You motherfuckers are reaching. Jerk chicken with curry goat. Yeah. 99% of what you think is ethnic food originated in the States. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Fried chicken with sweet potato. Mac and cheese with cornbread. Collard greens. Yeah. Most British food is literally just an entree and a side from 2 other nations. The thing is, though, but you've got to admit, shepherd's pie is up there. We've got toad in the hole. We've got the English breakfast as well. I'm not even defending English cuisine. I'm just saying. Deep dish pizza. Yeah, I guess you can take deep dish pizza. I mean, you did basically add extra fucking dough to what was a very fine, thin crust is way better. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. We are basically naming slave foods at this point. If you've got scraps, that's what you got to deal with. Burnt ends brisket is I do think brisket is delicious. I'll give you that. The only OG American food is cooked bison on a stick. That pretty much sums up that situation. Dougie, can you throw some good Australian stalwarts in there as well while we're on the subject? Cottage pie and shepherd's pie. I mean, they're essentially the same thing. It just depends on whether you prefer lamb or whether you prefer beef. Personally, I'm a lamb person. Chicken pot pie is also goated. Apple pie. I can't believe nobody has said apple pie. Is apple pie an American original, though? I mean, again, I feel like we're reaching here. Philly cheesesteak, yeah. Chinese food is mostly from the USA. Bro, I'm going to tell you this now. The food you think is Chinese food in the USA is not real Chinese food. I've lived in China. I know how that shit goes. Yeah, I can understand the English breakfast take, to be honest, Melson. That is kind of cheating on that one. English people are not known for their cuisine, 100%. We're known for our bad cuisine and our bad teeth. Lobster. Northern Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. Australian food is just Vegemite. Yeah. I'm live at 10. Are you going live again tonight, No Chill? Bangers and mash with carrot. Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, pie mash and liquor. If you ever come to London in particular, you've got to get yourself some pie mash and liquor. That shit is the one. Buffalo wings. All right. I think you're kind of owning me in this conversation right now. But again, I don't fully know the origins of these foods. It feels like Americans take what already exists and then they just slap something on it and go, it's American now, which is kind of bullshit. Lobster rolls, roasted pork with salad and potatoes. Yeah. American desserts are quite good. Would Frankie ever do bare knuckle? I've done it for free, mate. So I definitely get paid for it. Yeah, man. I'd rather be known for pie mash and liquor. It's not the liquor that you think of. Let me see if I can drum up a picture of this shit. If you ever come to the UK, you've got to get this shit. It is the one. Let me try and whip you up a picture of this, boys, just to give you a visual. Yeah, to be honest, here's probably a better picture. Let me see if I can throw this up in the chat. So this is the one here. So you've got your typical pie, obviously your dollops of mashed potato, and it's got this green kind of shit. It's the shit. It's the shit. I definitely recommend that. Pie mash and liquor, boys. I'm gonna go live to capitalize on the raid opportunity. I'll probably be here for another hour, probably. So when breakfast sandwiches, again, that's kind of just shit thrown together though. Breakfast burritos, nah. Breakfast burritos aren't quintessentially American though, are they, Cheddar? You've basically taken our shit and then stuffed it into your shit. So that's a piss weak one if I ever heard one. Warm peach cobbler with ice cream, but I'd go with sticky toffee pudding hot and ice cream any day of the week over peach cobbler. But I haven't had peach cobbler for a bit, you know. I've got to admit, American food, going over there, there's a lot of variety. I'm just saying, is anything quintessentially American? That's the real question. Vegemite is definitely all they had for prisoners in Australia, so they just learned to love it. Who is better kicks, Jose Aldo or Edson? Ooh. I'd say Aldo's better with the leg kicks, but Edson's better with the body kicks. Overall, I'd probably go with Edson because he's got a filthy head kick as well, and he's got a little bit more variety the way he sets it up. What the fuck is a biscuit? I sound like an absolute. I sound like an ignorant cunt right now. What is a biscuit supposed to be? Is it like a scone or something? That's a scone, man. You've ganked that as well. You've stolen that shit as well. Yeah, I feel like you're bullying me here. You're basically bullying like the little skinny kid right now. Like this is like a John Jones versus Pantoja situation when it comes to cuisine. A savory scone. Yeah, but you get it's that's what I'm saying. That's what you Americans do. You take something that somebody else has already made, you make a little alteration to it, and you're like, it's mine. It's so typical. Sticky toffee pudding is fire, but peach cobbler is on another level. Same with apple pie and sweet potato pie. I'm not really a big sweet potato pie kind of guy, but I do fuck with apple pie. We stole it and put gravy on it. You would have put baked beans on it. I mean, I'm taking unanswered blows to the face right now. Bro, I've been to America several times. I'm not saying the food's good, yeah. I'm not saying the food's not good. I'm just saying you didn't invent it. And if you did invent it, you just slap something on it. Just own it. Just say we stole it and we made it better. Just admit it. That's all I'm saying. Which two libs are you referring to? Rare email W. Email's cooking today. I've got to say, this is the thing, yeah. I'm not some Kenny Okoji out here or whoever. Like, I'll admit when I'm wrong. But I am right in the fact that you guys do steal a lot of shit and then make it your own. Just own it. That's all I'm saying. Hamburgers are from Germany. They're from a place literally called Hamburg. Hamburgers are usually the first thing that Americans say. They're like, hamburgers, bruh. Nah, didn't invent them. Corn dogs are arse though, bro. Are you going to choose a corn dog over a legit, like, meaty fucking... Oh, I can't believe I'm having this conversation. Corn dogs ain't the one. Biscuits became a staple during the California gold rush because it was about all they could... But this is what I'm saying. Again, if you add... It's basically a scone. It's basically a scone. KSI, where are you, by the way? Where exactly are you? Yeah, the marketing is a different level. By the way, if I can remind people while we're here before I forget to like and subscribe on the video, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. I was pretty sure my YouTube career was over after yesterday, but we're back up and popping. And who knew it would be food that would get us back on track? Deep fried Oreos. There was a craze where we went through that in the UK, where we were literally deep frying every fucking thing we could get our hands on. Austin, Texas, sweet man. So you're not far from Making the Walk MMA, who you should subscribe to, by the way. Frankie, please tell us how I've never had a jellied eel in my life. I have like that shit is gross. It looks gross. Have you tried deep fried cookies? I've tried a deep fried like Twix bar or a Snickers bar. And basically all it does is it just melts everything on the inside, which is pretty goated if I'm being honest. Scones are buttery and soft like a delicious fluffy American biscuit. Aren't buttery. You're incorrect, bro. I had a scone today and it was fucking lit. So get that foul fucking opinion out your mouth, mate. You're talking bullshit. You're talking absolute bollocks again. It's Making the Walk MMA, KSI. Making the Walk KSI. And if you could subscribe here, that would be fucking legendary as well, mate. If you haven't already. Mac and cheese is American. Mac and cheese is all right, but let's be honest here. Let's not go on like mac and cheese is a goated fucking cuisine. It's macaroni covered in cheese. This isn't like a complicated thing here. We're talking about staple bases here. You guys are kind of clutching right now. I want something that was legitimately invented in America that is a worldwide food staple. Casseroles. Bullshit. The casserole was like the casserole is a knockoff version of the stew that was invented or started up in Ireland. Swivel on that. You've never had good mac and cheese. Bro, I've been to America. Again, I'm not saying your food is shit. I'm saying your food is stolen. And I'm willing to die on that hill. Glad I found your channel. Your accent is the perfect amount of artificial sophistication we're looking for. Oh man, that is a fucking ripping if I've ever had one. Fair plate. American cheese is arse. It fucking is. You're just thieves. I just think you should just fucking own it and stop being bitches about it. Just because you stole something and sprinkled some fucking dusty cheese on it does not mean you invented it. You absolute bellends. You're all cunts. I can understand now why this whole war started. You're all dickheads. England stole American crops for their food, yeah? So? We big brothered you. What are you going to do about it? Sub to you in the channel. Thanks. Appreciate it, you legend. Talking about fucking thieves. Yeah, bro. Let's not remember, yeah? You were an offshoot of... You came out of our ball sacks. I'm not even English. Why am I doing this? In 250 years, we have outclassed your ancient nation in every aspect of culinary dominance. I would never eat skibble, liver, and toast. I don't even know what that is, you know. I don't even know what that is. I've got to admit, the scoreboard is looking pretty bad on my side. But let's be real here. I've got nobody on my team. I've got one person in here who's talking sense. You haven't been to the right farming state if you think American cheese is arse. Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, we're kind of skirting around again the truth here. What's better, Mexican food or Italian or American food? I've got to be honest here. I think Italian food is kind of overrated as well. Like I heard fucking shit, such good things about Italian food. I went over there and all I saw was cold pizza and day old musty fucking spaghetti. If you go to like smaller towns, you're more likely to find the real shit. But when I was in Rome, I was very unimpressed. American cheese tastes like salt and nothing. Okay, there's somebody coming out with some facts right now. I quite like Mexican food. I'm reasonably again. I'm not saying you guys are actually you're going for my neck here. When I said from the very very beginning, American food is not shit. It's just stolen. We started stealing. We taught you how to steal. You carried on the tradition. I don't see any issue with that. Just own it. Britain's best chefs cook French cuisine, and rightfully so. French food is decent. Deep fries, cheese curds. All right, you're losing me now, man. Our cheese is arse. Thank you. American cheese is arse. And your chocolate is arse. 100%. American cheese is not even real cheese, bro. You see, that's my actual real life brother spitting facts right now. I finally got somebody who knows what they're talking about with skin in the game. French fries are not French. They are from Belgium. I'm surprised you didn't try to call them American fries. It's that process thing again. You don't know how to make staples. What the fuck are cheese curds? Is anyone else getting hungry? Because I'm not. I might not eat for a week after all this shit. Cheese curd. So cheese curd is basically a battered cheese lump, right? Or a breaded cheese lump. You lot are fucking ridiculous. You should buy a deep fat fryer to experience our food. Yeah, I could do that. But like I said, Emo, I'm coming over there soon. So maybe I could be re-educated. That's the thing. I'm trying not to balloon into a big fat. I'm trying not to do an MMA Joey. And you're asking me to buy a deep fat fryer. We can't even own it. But that's the American way. That is what being American is all about. Never admitting the truth. And I respect it. I'll be honest, cheese curds look like something I would enjoy. Like, you know, I'm all in favor of like a cheesy triangle or a, do you know what I mean? That's what we call them over here. Come to Vegas, I'll show you. I haven't been to Vegas in ages, man. The last time I was there was like 6 years ago, and I don't think I could survive longer than a week there. MMA Joey diet is hot dogs only. Doesn't surprise me. I'm starving. Nobody will feed me my native Congo dishes. No show. Are you mixed or are you strictly from the Congo and you came over to the US? Your story sounds very interesting to me. You're gonna gain 25 pounds. To be fair, I could probably use it. I'm only in and around 155 pounds now, so I've got an air fryer. We've barely used it though. What's something you recommend using because I heard you can pretty much cook anything in an air fryer. What would you recommend? Maybe I'll rustle something up tomorrow and take a few pictures and send it your way. I want to try Nigerian food. Don't bother. Don't bother. Now we're really sinking to the depths. Fucking Nigerian food. If you want the most diversity when it comes to American food, then go to Vegas. I remember I went to Washington one time, and I went to visit like the World Bank there, and they had this downstairs basement kind of floor that literally had food from every country. It was dope. It was like a buffet. Yeah, I could pass on some jollof rice. I'm all right, man. Even Nigerians make fun of their own food. Not mixed, full Congolese. God damn. Fair play, boy. Or sir. I should be calling you sir, really. How you doing, Angelique? Good to see you. Hope you're feeling much better. I don't like that dude, Joey. He used to be a likable guy, but when was that? When did that occur? You have Discord or something? We do have Discord. Can somebody throw a Discord up can somebody throw our Discord, which is run by the amazing Aaron Tats? I didn't even create my own Discord. I'm that lazy. Our boy Aaron Tats has one for the community. So if you're interested in joining the Discord community, the link is in the description now. Or the link is in the chat now. Now. I guess the mods are having a day off. I use my air fryer for everything. I don't even use the oven or microwave anymore, but I would say chips is the best in it or making chicken. But you can do pretty much everything. That's what I've kind of heard. Aaron, you legend. We've got it. How you doing, Hank the Tank? We're still talking about food, bro. Apparently everyone's starving today. Yeah, like you've already got me down and battered my head into the mat, and you're still fucking throwing dishes at me. I respect it, man. Can I just all right, listen, yeah. You've won, but you've won on a technicality. Because you are fucking like I said, it's I feel like you've been just sending me stuff that you've stolen. Have you heard of Taco Bell, mate? I have. Taco Bell is also pretty rank. But again, sometimes rank is all right. I like my experience of Taco Bell is just these lean fucking what do you call it? These stingy burritos that you can't even call a burrito. I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free. We won, boys. You won. To be fair, yeah, that was pretty much you pretty much ran a train on me. I hope you're proud of yourselves. That's pretty much what just went down here. I hope you're proud of yourselves. But I still maintain the fact that you're all thieves. And I still haven't heard one discernible, definitive, bam, this is what we invented. Other than they invented this and then we slap some shit on it, we win. Taco Bell meat smells like shit. It is a bit sus, to be honest. 2-0 USA. You can wait, what? When did 1-0 happen? Again, this is another typical American thing. Throwing extra points on the board when they don't exist. I do love American food, but you didn't invent it, so go fuck yourselves. Cheddar cuck caught you with the cheese curds. We have them in England, though. You didn't invent them. It's just breaded cheese. I mean, look at the things you're throwing at me. There's nothing. It's all like chowder. Well, that's just a version of something else. You won, but by default. And the only reason why this was a losing battle from the start is because British food, there's very few things I can throw back. And the ones that are well known are straight up gross. So you've got me on that front. But I think we should both just be honest when we say we both suck. 1776 and then today. Bro, it ain't over. Like I said, that was an early stoppage. You guys got like we got fucking Herb Dean in that business. I'm not even British. I'm fucking Irish. Why am I defending this country? It was an early stoppage. That's all I'm gonna say. Mind if I plug Skate Tank MMA's new video? Of course you can, bro. You're welcome to plug whatever you want in here. Do you like milkshakes? Of course. Yeah, Thursday's just turned into you guys just pounding me in the arse for 2 hours. Have you tried good fish and chips? Fuck yeah. You get the best fish and chips over here. But again, it's like, meh. Meatloaf isn't all that as well. Chocolate chip cookies, again, you stole that as well. Stop it. Yeah, you that video you did celebrating C-Rod's loss was quite inspirational. Fish sticks and French fries. Are you really drawing for fish sticks at this moment? Is that how desperate we've got? What's next for Bilal after losing to Leon? Shit. Probably back to like an 11 fight run where he tries to get back to the title, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to live in a world where Bilal's champion, so fish sticks are nasty. Yeah, they are. As in French fries. Just patiently waiting until midnight so I can go and play the full version of the college football game. Is that out tonight? Aaron, did you check out that game I recommended yesterday? You can literally get it for like $5. It's worth it. Bilal versus Colby, why not? Why not? Stick that in a fight night in the middle of nowhere. Bilal versus JDM. I feel like what's going to happen is they'll give Bilal somebody like MVP or something like that. He's going to get, if he loses, he's going to get dropped way down because the UFC hates him. But it's really like almost every food is a different variation of something else. So it's an arse excuse. But I get the States been mogging UK for years. I would be pissed too. I don't mind it, man. Like I say, I'm not really British, man. I'm Irish through and through. So despite the what was it? The overly sophisticated, the what was it? The fake sophisticated voice that I put on. That was a great slap in the face. I appreciated that one. That was good. That was a good one. I love that shit. That was great. I've heard that Colby is the backup for 304. I reckon when Colby pressed charges on George Masvidal, the UFC handed him like one of those little like ticket rolls, and they were like, "Here you go, drop the charges, and then we'll give you free money every 3 to 6 months, and you can just be the backup, and then you'll get probably $500,000 for doing nothing." Is basketball talked about in the UK? Somewhat. I'm a basketball fan. I've been a basketball fan for about 12 years, maybe. I didn't really watch much last season, but Aaron, I told you, I got my copy of UFC 5. I still haven't played it yet, but I've got my Xbox set up and I'm ready to go. So if you could post, we can definitely get some games going on Xbox Live. Actually, Aaron, are you good at UFC 5? And Cheddar, are you good at UFC 5? Cheddar, if you could join the Discord as well, I'd appreciate it. Because I'm thinking, I could do with some UFC 5 training. Because I'm supposed to be fighting Dougie on Saturday, and I've never played the game, so I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Do you like coffee? Fuck yeah, I like coffee. I only started drinking. That's quite a sick name. I only started drinking coffee like 8 years ago. I started when I was like 30. I used to think it was disgusting, but another cope. Irish people are just British, but still dope accent, so you get a pass. You are the master of backhanded compliments. I've got to give it to you. Yeah, who do you reckon's going to be next for Kamaru Usman? I think he suggested he was going to have 5 potential opponents. So he's looking to come back pretty soon. But yeah, Cheddarhead, if you and Aaron, if you could hit up the sorry, let me just find that Discord again. I'm really sorry. I should have linked it. I'm fucking retarded. Where is it? 1 second, boys. There's the Discord. All right, I'm going to pin this on the I've pinned that up. So yeah, Cheddar, if you could join the Discord, that'd be great. My UFC record is like 8 wins in 100 losses. So yeah, you could I could fight you and you could be my can. I could do a little can crushing before I get in there on Saturday. I've never played it. I played UFC 4 for like 5 hours, like 10 years ago or 6. I don't know. It wasn't 10 years ago, obviously. I'll say it was like 4 years ago or something, or 3 years ago. I played it for like a couple of hours and just dropped it immediately. Appreciate that, Cheddarhead. You can send me a friend request on there as well. We can definitely get something going with the UFC 5 because I need some last minute training, possibly tomorrow at some point. You aren't Irish or Scottish unless your hair is red. You haven't seen what's down there, mate. And you never will. Unless we set up a little triangle situation, which is unlikely at this point, but not impossible. Appreciate that, Cheddar. It's okay. Dougie can't fight in UFC 5. He is hot garbage. I believe you, but I'm literally 0 and 0. I don't even know what the controls are. So while I'm stumbling around trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, I'm probably going to get head kick KO'd and memed. So I need to be prepared for that. Even if I could just get 20 minutes in just to get my grasp on the controls, that would be sweet. Like for you guys who play UFC 5, yeah, who is your go-to character on UFC 5? Who do you find yourself playing with the most? And I don't mean wanking off. I mean playing within the game. I don't know why I said that. Would you rather be from New Zealand or Scottish? Ugh. Probably Scottish. I don't really know much about New Zealanders. Most New Zealanders that I've encountered are really soy. Just hold block and throw head kicks back away and repeat. Gotcha. And what character should I pick? Is what I'm getting at as well. Dariush. Seriously. I lose with everyone. We should definitely have a matchup. I'm gonna fire up the. I don't know why Dougie didn't get a proper Dougie, if you're listening, you're retarded for not getting a PS5, mate. That was a bizarre decision. I know there was a budget involved, but Xbox is fucking arse now. Anyone else video lagging compared to audio? I fucking hope that's not the case. I'm pretty good with JDM and Powertan. So Aaron, have you got some time tomorrow to train me to whoop Dougie's ass? I figure I could get to GOAT level in about 2 hours. I think 2 hours of hardcore training in the hyperbolic UFC 5 time chamber, and I could give Dougie a solid beating. Hell yeah, brother. Don't know why I said it in that voice. Sweet, man. I'll add you cunts on UFC. Hit me, like I said, hit me up on Discord and we will and that's the same for anyone. If anyone is down for being part of the Discord community, jump in there. Obviously it's free, it's just a lot of fun in there. We've got a nice community base in there, and it allows you to post your own videos regularly. If you're a YouTube creator and you want to post videos, you automatically get through to the whole community there. And obviously we talk about fucked up shit all day long, so it's quite a lot of fun. I'm going to be locked into college football 25 though. Shit. But I have Shadow Bullets. All right, Antoine. I feel like you've got to be part of this as well. We can maybe get a session going tomorrow night before we stream, because I think we're streaming tomorrow, aren't we, brother? Maybe we could do like a UFC 5 training stream where you spend 20 minutes trying to shake the retardation out of me. Because I know it's genuinely going to be embarrassing. I'd rather embarrass myself on my stream than jump onto somebody else's stream and get slapped. So I feel like I've got to be prepared. Maybe we can find some time tomorrow. And again, reminder to everybody, subscribe to Making the Walk MMA. Making the Walk MMA, what is your subscriber count these days? Excessively. Like I said, there was a time when Making the Walk MMA was behind me. And now he's like crushing it. I'm the perfect training partner. It sounds to me like you're like a crash test dummy. You just get in there and, you're like an NPC. If you lose to me, you got a long way to go. You're actually scaring me now because I probably will. Yeah, if anybody could let me know. I'm not sure what I could do about the lagging at this stage, but if there is lagging, I'm deeply sorry. But yeah, Cheddar, I'm worried now. Now that you've said that, I feel like the pressure's even greater, to be honest. I'm more scared now, if anything else. Who's watching this Republican show? I did see that it was on. I think I might go back and check it at some point. I'm sorry if the video is lagging. I have had some connection issues today, so that might have something to do with it. I'm gonna have to do what us Brits do when we get angry. Write a very angry letter. Write a well-penned letter of our disgust, expressing our displeasure. That will really teach them. Hulk Hogan's there. I would have thought you wouldn't want to be associated with that. Listen, yeah, Trump could take a fucking dump on stage and he's still gonna win. He's still gonna win. He's got that in the bag now. The dude survived getting his head blown off. 3,600 or so. My God. Let me check and see because I've got my YouTube open on here. Let me see if I'm lagging. Hang on. Oh no, I can't even open it. My secret in life is compliment sandwiches. For example, damn, Frankie has such a full head of hair for your age, but geez, he's a Newcastle fan. That's a oof. But hey, sick accent though he's Irish, lucky. Yeah, I genuinely, I feel ambivalent when I'm reading your messages. It's like, oh. It's like that. Like, kind of sounded like I was not in there for a second. Sorry about that. The RNC makes me ill. I can empathize with that. Has Trump gone on stage yet? Has he said anything? There's no lag. The audio is just way behind. It's just behind. It's very funny. That's what a lag is, though. Fucking restream. So it kind of looks like I'm dancing in the middle of my stream. Like the words are coming. Hank, this is pure comedy. What are you talking about? Trump's numbers actually haven't gone up that much according to a recent poll. Strange. What are the current numbers standing out? Like how I don't really trust exit polls as well. And let's be real, yeah. The turnout for this election is going to be historical. Historical. Paradox, the audio is ahead for me. Fucking hell. Yeah, the silent majority aren't very involved in polls. That's the thing. It's very similar to an old Japanese movie. Are you just outright dissing my stream right now? I'm doing my best, you know. This is a restream problem. Let me verify this. Hang on. Because I just need to open up my own channel here. Hang on. I'm a bit baffled right now. I am well confused. View your channel. You're gonna hear me talking in a second, Harry. Hang on. Yeah, it is. It's fucked. What's happened? It's way out of sync. God damn it. Fuck it, at least you can hear me talking. It shouldn't make that much difference. I guess I'm not going to be clipping this video. You'd hope not. When there's big turnouts, Republicans usually lose. You have to hope it's a dry period if you're a Republican. He's surely got this in the bag. But mind you, yeah, I'm still fucking shocked that he lost to Joe Biden in the first place. I thought he was going to tear it up. Yeah, Chris, there was some issue with the connection earlier where I literally couldn't see the chat. It went offline. I was really confused. I was scared and alone. I didn't know what was going on. But eventually we got back on track. It's funny, so this is not an issue. Cool. Hopefully it's not a consistent problem though, because it could be a big issue going forward. No, I'm picking on Restream, not you. I'm definitely going to have some conversations with them. I'm tempted to go offline and go online again and see if it sorts itself out, but I don't really want to do that. Dana White is probably about to introduce Trump pretty soon. So Trump is still not out. When are you planning this trip to Miami? I'm thinking end of the year. Although I might try and match it up with the next Florida card, whenever that is. Can't wait for some BBLs. I just hope you've got like a decent Asian contingent over there. That's all I'm going to say. I eat off one plate, if you know what I'm saying. Pandemic made sure that didn't happen. The trusty P word. I think it's reasonably safe to say that on YouTube these days. But yeah, Chris, it's going to be wild. You, me, and Aaron will all meet up, and wild times will ensue. We'll get Antoine down there. We'll drag Brutally Honest along as well. Can maybe drag Dougie out of his foxhole as well. Although I'm more likely to run into Dougie in Thailand than I am in America. But you never know. Maybe the stars will align and we'll get an opportunity for us all to hook up somewhere. Yeah, timing is everything. So Hank, when are you doing what time is your live stream tomorrow? Yeah, I saw Trump's VP. He looks like a personality vacuum, to be honest. He looks like a personality void. What are you going to do when Donald Trump and Trump mania runs wild on you? Is that, oh man, that guy's been spitting that same tired old line for 40 years. It was pretty much, I pretty much got sick of it when I was 9. And people are still dumb enough to cheer for that shit. How the hell does he choose meet recent corpse? Is Mike Pence still about? Is Mike Pence still about? Thanks, Hogan. Fuck you, brother. I thought Mike Pence was well out of it. That dude is a crazy. Mike Pence is a legit nut job. Probably 7 p.m. Eastern time. Shit. We might be on live at the same time. Possibly. But you know, the love can be shared. For sure. There's plenty of space in this community for everyone to eat. For sure. Trump got fleeced in the last election. It was a full shit fraudulent win by Sleepy Joe. I thought he was gonna annihilate it. But then mind you, the fact that he battered the shit out of Hillary shouldn't have been like an indication that he was popular. Because nobody was voting for that twonk. That's the smartest thing America's done in the last several hundred years, not putting a woman in charge. We made that mistake. I can make it later if you want. It's entirely up to you, brother. We usually go on. I think it's I usually go on at 1 a.m. my time. We're trying to set up doing something with. How long are you going on for, Hank? Because you're basically going on an hour before me, which is all good. I mean, we can go on at the same time. It doesn't really matter. I just got on my Xbox. Ched was your gamer tag? Is your gamer tag? I assume that's for Cheddar, yeah? Yeah, I'm going to jump on my Xbox at some stage tomorrow, so I'll... Also, Frankie, what is your gamer tag? Fantastic question. I don't know. I will send it to you when I get off stream today. It's an unused gamer tag. It's got a picture of a snake on it. Does that help? Probably not. We're usually on an hour 30. That's perfect. Just bro, stream whatever time you're going to stream on. I think I'll be on like an hour after you get on. So that's all good. Nobody's stepping on each other's toes there. I have no idea what my gamer tag is. Actually, while I'm here, maybe I can try and look it up. All right, let me have a looky. Let me have a look-see. I literally made my account yesterday. Stay signed in? Yes. All right, my gamer tag is... The big reveal is coming. My Microsoft account. Okay. 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 Remind me later. Come on. All right, I don't know. Xbox profile? Sorry this has taken so long. I'm sure you're all enjoying watching me stumble around like a Biden out here. Okay, I think we're getting closer. See your profile. I think my gamer tag is just bad MMA math. I can't believe it took me that long to get to such an obvious conclusion. I think it's bad MMA math. Yep. Sorry about that. That took way longer than it should have done. Add me on PlayStation, Frank. Chris, are you in the Discord as well? You see, Paradox, some of us have money to buy both. But it looks like I'm going to be an Xbox guy for a little while. Seeing as for some reason half the dumbasses on here went with an Xbox, which I can't even begin to understand. But yeah, Chris, I will add you on PlayStation as well. I don't have UFC 5 on PlayStation though. I wasn't even planning on buying. I have an Xbox and PS5. Of course you do, Anakin. Balling out here. Paradox is. We need to buy Paradox some more pizzas, so he can upgrade that piece of shit PS4. That's actually a sick gamer tag. A red crown. I would have assumed it would have been a block of cheese. Mine is a snake, because that's what I am. Unless I get an Xbox for free. You never know, man. With the growth that you're having, you might have Microsoft on your ball soon. Don't say any... Antoine, don't say anything bad about anyone. And I'm going to try and refrain from using my language anyway. I'm on the Discord. I'll put my PlayStation name in there. Sweet. I'll try and sign into PlayStation Store tomorrow as well. My name is Big Pappy Lockstar. That sounds like something you would do. It's the default Xbox picture. Oh, seen. All right, cool. That's what she says. Yeah, I definitely want to get some. I mean, I think the UFC games are trash, but I have a Wii, a PS3, and a PS4. It's not bad. The Wii is still a goated console. I've got all the consoles because I'm a massive child. The real problem we've got here is if you're a PS4 owner and we're playing, obviously there's no crossover anymore, which is obviously completely stupid, but it is what it is. For those non-licensed games, they need to stop fucking around. I love food so much. I'm a food person of all. Sweet brother. My gamer tag is bad MMA math. I swear to God. Do you know what though? Yeah, I'll jump on my Xbox when I get off here, and I'll send you a screenshot so you know that I'm not talking shit. But I'm definitely down. I need somebody to last minute train me. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat up Cheddarhead hopefully for an hour. If I lose to Cheddarhead, I'm just going to make some excuses on Saturday. I'm going to be like, my connection's fucked, bro, while I'm talking online, and hope that Dougie doesn't pick up on it. I pity MMA YouTubers who have to. I have never played games online in my life. But you know, we might as well expand our horizons around here. Yeah, if you want to play UFC 5 after the stream, let me know. Do you know what? Yeah, I'll try and jump on because it is like 3:00 in the morning. But if I can at least get connected so that we can because I know you're going to be balls deep in the college football stuff, so I might as well try and catch you while I can. I love cooking, but I don't have enough people to feed all the time. That sounds like a good problem, to be fair. Wii Sport back in the day went off, but nothing beats Super Mario Kart. I can't remember what Wii games I enjoyed. I like that boxing game. That was pretty sweet. I was unbeatable at whatever boxing game it was. And our Wii boxing, I was goated. The head movement and the flick of the wrist. And it's like those news channels who just showed footage of themselves playing COD when they're clearly not talking while playing. I always used to find it baffling that people used to just sit there and watch people play games. That was the first thing that came on that kind of started this whole streamer trend. I'm like, why don't you just play it, you fucking basically that I'm convinced, yeah, this is where cucking started. It was people just watching people play games. And it's like, right, I like watching people do this. And they're jerking off and they're thinking, I know. How can we take this to the next level? Honey, can I invite the neighbor over? It was definitely that kind of thing. I'm convinced that because we never knew about cucking until like cucking's become a mainstream thing in the last like 3 years. I think it started with people watching people game when they should have been less of a pussy and been playing themselves. Remember to raid Paradox. We never forget Paradox. Don't you worry about that. We never forget to raid you. What have I come back to? We're actually talking about gaming, Connors, pal. I know it sounds off right now by what I just said, but we're talking about game streaming. We're gonna try and get like some stuff going with UFC 5. Has anybody else tried those games that YouTube made? I didn't even know they made games. Freaking Leafy is here. Where's Leafy? Freaking Leafy is here. Who's Leafy? But I'm definitely down. If somebody thinks they can train me to be a killer in UFC 5 in less than I'm going to give it 2 hours. That's probably all I can give tomorrow. But if somebody thinks they can train me to be the GOAT in 2 hours so I can whoop Dougie's ass on Saturday, I'm down. Am I in the Discord? Let me check real quick. Hang on, Cheds. I don't know. Yeah, we've got you, Cheds. I'm gonna add you now. There we go. I got you, Cheds. That piece of shit commentator who did the exact thing you're talking about. Yep. If I can sit next to a UFC fighter on the bus, name 3 will be around. Do you mean name 3 UFC fighters you'd like to take a bus ride with? That's a bit random. Apparently, just like everything else, fucking started somewhere elsewhere and the Americans perfected it. You are good at that. I'll have to say it. You guys are quality thieves. You've got it in your genes. It's like, don't invent. No. We'll leave the inventing down to the creative types, and then we'll just gank that shit and just make it our own. Add a little bit of hot sauce to that shit. Leafy was an old YouTuber. Oh. I may have heard of him. Wasn't he somebody who got like cancelled or something? Was he like a gaming YouTuber? YouTube playables. What kind of games did they have, Crystal? By the way, Crystal, you and I still have to have a conversation about the Beekeeper. We still need to get that conversation done because I'm still very confused. I'm very confused by that movie. Next stop, the Deep South. Guys, I kind of went to a crappy Deep South accent there and then somehow turned into Cartman. Freedom Rider time. By the way, if you have not liked and subscribed so far, please do so. We're creeping on our way. We're 189 subscribers away from 1,000, which is pretty sweet. If you don't hit 900 subs by August, you need to drink a whole bottle of hot sauce. I'm not doing that shit. Get fucked. That's never going to happen. Everclear Slam. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we can make some suggestions for that. I'm willing to do some kind of forfeit when I get to 1,000 subs. I'm willing to do that live on stream, but it has to be reasonable. Like, I'm not going to be sucking myself off for like, you know, whatever you fucking crazy stuff you guys can come up with. Have you visited Ireland again? I lived in Ireland for 6 months the year before last. It was amazing. I wish I'd never left. I moved to Ireland for 6 months when I came back from China and stayed there for a bit and then came to England afterwards. I love Ireland. What the fuck is a Canadian pizza? You're definitely hitting 1K this year. I hope so. I'm not taking it for granted though. Like I said, there were 33 motherfuckers in here on a Thursday evening. Thursday and Sunday are the worst days to stream on. And we've still had 30 in here at times. That's crazy to me. So I'm not that bothered anymore. Would it be nice? For sure. I feel like I'm like the runt of the MMA community at this point. Because all my boys are just smashing it on the subscriber count. And I'm still lagging behind like a little pussy. Can't even get to 1K. I thought some of the fight scenes were pretty awesome. They were. Do you know what really confused me about Beekeeper, right? The first 10 minutes, it makes you feel like you should take it seriously. And then when it started getting like, I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it because I absolutely did. It was like a discount store John Wick. Like instead of a dog, it was just like they killed my bees. And an old lady, I guess, but you know, I was more outraged when they smashed the beehives. The old lady dying didn't really do it for me. It's like nonsense fun is what it is. If you don't take it seriously, it's very fun. If you don't reach 900 by September, you got to put out a cigarette on your forehead so you fit in better in London. I actually have a cigarette burn on my finger somewhere. I'll try and show it on stream at some point. I can't remember where. I think it's the inside one there. I think it's there. I've got like a cigarette burn there. I fell asleep smoking a cigarette one time when I was like 21 and somehow it ended up embedded in my finger. I was a real scatty son of a bitch back in the day. I used to get blackout drunk and be smoking in a hotel bed. I only have 21 subscribers, but Cheddar, do you have a channel, yeah? Cheddarhead, if you have a channel, you need to promote that immediately. Cheddarhead is the oldest G in the game. I knew about you, Cheddarhead, before I even made a YouTube channel. Way before then. You've always been about. I have 186. Aaron, have you released a video yet? A Canadian pizza is just pepperoni, mushrooms, Italian sausage, Canadian cheddar, and bacon. So it's basically a pizza, but with Canadian cheddar. Probably tastes better than an American pizza, to be fair. 21 subscribers if you don't have any videos, though, is fucking goated, though. No, I've never streamed a second. Yeah, there you go. There you fucking go. I do appreciate the shout outs and stuff, boys. I'm feeling much more relaxed about today. Like I think email felt a little bit sorry for me, and he hasn't carpet bombed my stream today. I think he's taken a day off, which is really nice of him. Holy shit, what a flex. A sig burn on your middle finger. That's a story. I also have a mangled middle finger. I've done some really stupid stuff in my days. I'm not going to lie. If it's dumb, I've done it. I made a video when I was like 15 to send to my friend, and it has like 40k views. Jesus Christ. Yeah, my most viewed video is like 2.4, and it was basically because I said that Kyla Phillips was a chick with a dick. And I said that for like 10 seconds in like a 12-minute video, and I got absolutely cooked for it. Ironic coming from you, Elliot Page. I got cooked. Absolutely cooked. Nice comb over, bro. I got savagely destroyed. Rigo hasn't asked any more teenage boys to take their tops off. I don't have any news for you at the moment. Give it 24 hours. From a scrap. Yeah, do you know what? We will have this discussion. Like, if the community can help boost us up to 1K, I will do some. I mean, we got Dougie to do a shoey with whiskey, and I think he got off kind of lightly. Considering how hard as a community we did to push Dougie up to that threshold, we should have had like him vaping out of his asshole or something, doing like a goddamn. Yeah, Andrew, shout outs to you, bro. We're going to get you up to 100 as quickly as possible if you haven't reached it already. Shout out to Andrew Bow, which is what I'm going to call you. Give Andrew a sub. I'm sure he'd really appreciate it. That first 100, Paradox will tell you, that first 100, when you reach that, is very, very satisfying. It's very boner inducing. Yeah, the Elliot Page was a rough one. What I did was, for my next video, was I basically cried for like 48 hours. And then in my next video, I got like a headshot picture of Elliot Page and plastered it over my face during the live stream. So I was like moving around with, it looked like it was the exact same. I mean, whoever said that nailed it. I've been called all kind of things in this channel. So many things. Yeah, Bully and Andrew is not the one. We're definitely on Andrew's side in that fight. But yeah, with no Rigo drama, Melson has resorted to going to the park and feeding breadcrumbs to pigeons. Emo is a personality that definitely he intrigues me. Doug would volunteer to pull a Peyton Talbot and vape out the anus, so it wasn't enough of a challenge. Yeah, we should have gone harder for that. Doing a shoey was like the bare minimum. The bare minimum. So like, I'm sure you'll come up with something really nasty for me to do, but I'm not like a fucking, what do you call it? I'm not some desperate cunt. It's going to basically just be a thank you to the community for supporting me. But if I get some wacky suggestions like butt vaping or anything like that, I'm going to tell you all to go fuck yourselves and unsubscribe. I'm not desperate out here. I don't give a fuck. I'm not embarrassing myself live on stream just for that. But we're slowly plodding along, boys. I'm at the park feeding pigeons, waiting for Shannon to walk past, and I'm going to play the knockout game. I always appreciate having you in here, Melson. It was more with yesterday. I was a bit stumped about what to, because like I said, my knowledge is very limited on that whole iceberg. So I was like, yeah. Get the knuckles dusters ready for maximum damage, Melson. Melson, whereabouts are you at, by the way? I've never asked you this question. You may have mentioned it in a stream before, and I may be being willfully ignorant. Whereabouts are you? If you don't mind semi-doxing yourself. Is Trump out yet? I will think of something super messed up for you to do. Do not worry, mate. Thanks for there, Chris. I'm sure you'll come up with something disgustingly doable, though. Fortunately, we're a little bit away off that, so you've got plenty of time to think. I figure it will take at least another 6 months. Yemen, Bosnia, Syria. Are you guys joshing my chain? I went Yemen, yee. Yeah, Cheds, I'm gonna send you that gamer link soon. I appreciate you sacrificing yourself to be the can that I can crush to get to that level, you know? Frankie, hey everyone, think of something weird and crazy for me to do at 1,000, but not too weird, guys. That's not what I said. I would like to think it would be Shuby level, but I know how fucked up you guys are. Nothing too fruity. Smash a pie on your face at 1K subs. I could do that. It's not too bad. We can add that to the list. We'll stick it up on the Discord. Like what to do when Frankie reaches 1,000 subs 1 year. We can definitely discuss what to do. I would put it to a vote, but I know you guys will fuck me over. So I'm gonna do like a democratic thing where it's gonna be a democracy, but I'm gonna pick all the things that go on the ballot, just like in a real democracy. Cleveland, Ohio. Wow, man, that's not the answer I was expecting. That's thrown me way off. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. But the smashed pie, Westy, what kind of pie are we talking about? He's wheeled out his son to talk about what a nightmare it was and how he was scared and how his dad's an American hero and how democracy was almost ruined. I'm assuming I'm on the right lines here. I know you don't like Trump, Andrew. I find him quite funny, I'll be honest. Given that the choice is between him and a guy that can't tie his own shoelaces anymore, I'm going to have to go with the funny guy. I'm going to pick the clown to run your country. Melson will never reveal his true location. That's probably wise. What did you expect? Some pussy shit like California or New York? Shout out Chuddercuck and ITP. I like New York. I don't know what I was expecting, Melson. To be honest, Syria and Bosnia was probably closer to what I was expecting. Or fucking Candyland or something. I don't know. Lapland. I can understand why you'd want to keep your location a secret, though. Melson is the biggest Stipe fan I know. Somebody has to be. Everyone needs a super fan. Melson would definitely be Stipe's version of a super fan, for sure. Cleveland, Ohio, that makes sense. He's always so I don't see Melson as an angry person at all. I don't sense any rage in Melson's personality. I sense that he wants to incite rage, which is a slightly different thing. Trump is a fat mong, but he looks great compared to Biden. I like Donald Trump. I can't help myself. But that's the thing, though. I don't have to deal with him on a day-to-day basis. I can point over from across the pond and just laugh. So it's kind of win-win for me. Been roasting ITP since Bron left your ass to feel something. It all makes sense. Yeah. ITP isn't a Cleveland fan though, is he? Are you talking about the fact that he didn't go to the Knicks? I'm very confused right now. Trump basically looks like an orange, like an actual orange. Yeah, that's the thing. If you've got the choice, if I literally have like, and it's obvious that this Kennedy cunt's not going to win. So if you got to choose out of Biden and Trump, I don't know. What's more expensive, Ireland or the UK? When I was in Dublin, Dublin's the most expensive city I've ever been to in my life. But the rest of Ireland was fine. So we spent time in like Kerry and Clare and Cork, and they were relatively cheap. People there were really, really friendly. But Dublin was outrageously expensive. So I would say, averaging it out, I would probably say Ireland is cheaper. But Frankie is the most friendliest British YouTuber. That's a scary thought, you know. The thing is, yeah, I'm very disparaging about like fighters and other people, but about my community, I'm generally quite nice. Like I don't really like mugging off people in my community. That's not what I'm about. I'm not some arrogant cunt like some people on here. I mean, why would I be? Look at me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just grateful that you guys like turning up and spitting shit. Because tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow will be interesting. We're probably gonna do. We've got some we're in discussions at the moment with of doing like a pod with ITP and making the walk. So we've hopefully got that coming soon. We've obviously got the gaming stuff coming up with Dougie, maybe on Saturday. It depends on how bad the card is on Saturday. If the card turns out to be decent, we'll just abandon the whole thing. But if it's shit, then we'll definitely break out the Xbox. I'm not a basketball American. I don't know, but shooting hoops in my Jordans. Kyrie Irving is my favorite basketball player. He's too flaky for me. Other than one playoff series where he obviously dealt with the Warriors, he's been pretty shit. He doesn't turn up at the right times, and he takes too much time off. But his handles are next level, though. I give him that. Handles wise, he might be the best of all time. Is BJJ good for a bar fight? There could not be. Fucking Krav Maga is better for a bar fight, and I think Krav Maga is soy as fuck. I think anything. Oh, how you doing, ITP? We were just talking about you. How you doing, bro? We were just potentially talking about doing some live stuff, which would be cool. I'm also going to crack out my my UFC 5 soon and get working on that. I basically need some last minute training for my my face off with Dougie from my MMA training. What type of MMA training? That was so casually dropped that I didn't even question it. I was like, oh, MMA training, cool. I've gotten news that Joff has gone DEFCON 5. What's happened now? What the fuck has happened now? How did it go, ITP? What were you training specifically, sir? I need to get my balls back in the fucking gym as well. I don't do MMA gyms. I just need to get back to an actual gym. I don't need to get if I get trained, everyone's in trouble because I'm a cunt. Frankie, have you ever had a beard? Depends what you define as a beard. If you mean like little bits of pubes stuck on one's face, then kind of. What's up, Larry? How you doing, brother? Puberty was never really a thing for me. I'll be honest. Puberty was never a thing. It would take me like a solid 9 months to grow a half decent beard, so I just don't bother. I just grow the hair long instead. Because you can't. It's like I said to you before, man. You can't have no hair and no beard for obvious reasons. So I'm compensating for my lack of face fuzz with a nice lion's mane. You know what I'm saying? ITP fears me. Bad MMA math fears you, bro. You're on your best behavior today, so I appreciate it. Email is so obsessed with me. It's honestly flattering. I mean, he does have a point there. You do have a point there. He does say that a lot. I'm scared of Melson. I'm not gonna lie. Cross-eyed Werner's gonna get it done. She got her eyes on the title shot. Yeah, I think Amanda Lemos is gonna beat her up if she doesn't go in there like a Todd. I think she'll be fine. I think at like dog odds, you've got to take Amanda Lemos. But Werner's all right. My real advice is don't bet on that whatsoever. ITP said Melson. Damn, I couldn't imagine not being able to grow a beard. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, man. To be honest, yeah, it does suck. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do. I better hope that I don't go bald anytime soon, or I might have to visit to. Yeah, Trump's wife is hot. Do you reckon he still gets some? You reckon he still at least gets a handy? Because she definitely ain't sucking him off or fucking him. Do you reckon he gets like a Friday handy or something? She looks like she would be cold as fuck in the bedroom, though. Better to stay like that without the beard, Frankie. I appreciate that. The thing is, it's fine here while my face is still not looking like a ball bag, but I'm not that far away from it. I'm probably like 6 to 7 years away from just my face just melting off. So I've got that to look forward to. But mind you, my dad got to 54 and was looking pretty good, and then he just dropped dead out of nowhere, the cunt. But he looked good before he did, so fair play to him. She buries her face in his nutsack every night. I severely doubt that. Not gonna lie, I think you're the gullible one, bro. You think I'm genuinely think trans athletes should be in the UFC. That was definitely a troll for sure on Melson's part as well. I wouldn't mind a few trans athletes in the UFC. I don't mind putting that out there, as long as they're fighting other trans athletes. I mean, it's the whole combat sports thing has devolved into a circus now. We might as well make it official. Get some super heavyweights in there as well. Get some bodybuilders up in there. I'm watching this while eating Subway and KFC. That does seem to be our demographic around here. How about no? How about no, Scott? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Chris, is Cyborg coming back? Has this been verified, Tats? I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm not that hyped about it. Who wins, Kayla Harrison or Valentina? Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison is a man. That is a man fighting a woman. It's easy pick, that one. Kayla Harrison's fucking very good. I can't believe that I have somebody in my chat who talks about Fizz from Coronation Street. No American's going to understand what you're talking about, which is great to me. She's talking with the UFC right now. It would be a nice story to have her back, because let's face it, she's got no competition in Bellator. She's wasting the last part of her career. Yeah. We came ball achingly close to making a video about trans athletes and just realized it was going to take 30 seconds and it was a waste of our time. Kayla Harrison beats Moreno 30-27. Maybe. Nah, man, he'd bang her out in like 30 seconds. She's a man, but she's a beta man. Let's be honest. But I think she'd curb stomp any woman in the game right now. If a girl touches my leg, it's over with. In what sense? Are you just nutting on the spot? Is that all it takes? To be honest, mate, it's like I've said multiple times. That's all good, man. I used to watch the show. Now I'm not watching it anymore. Which show is that, brother? I gotta don't put. Is that another typing error? She has a bigger dick than me. She has a bigger dick than both of us combined, I reckon, bro. Kayla Harrison looks like she's packing a fucking bazooka in her pants. She legit looks like that woman from Scary Movie. You know, that Miss Man? Let me see if I can find a... There she is. I mean, the similarities are fairly stark. Let's be real with ourselves. There she is. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. There you go. The similarities are there. Any plans for the weekend, Big Frankie? Shit, man. I think we're doing something. I've got my son up to some kind of caper. By the way, I'm probably still way out of sync right now, so I apologize for that. I don't know. I'm obviously gonna watch the boxing and the UFC stuff. Are you doing a watch along, Phil, at all? Because you do watch along sometimes, right? I think you did a watch along last weekend. Yeah, you did do a watch along last weekend. I'm probably gonna dive on your watch along, mate. We've definitely got to sort something out. I think it might make sense for us to do a watch along together just because they're so fucking long. I think watch alongs are much easier to do if you have like a little panel going. Do you know what I mean? The sync is back. Fuck yeah. Get in. Another reminder to subscribe to Andrew and Crystal Miller and Paradox. Paradox, we're probably going to go for another. Paradox and I9s are doing a watch along. Cold. That would be sick. So there's options. There's definitely options. You two had really nice chemistry on the stream we did together not that long ago. It was cool. I don't remember any of it. Take it easy, Crystal. Have a good sleep. It was good to see you. Yeah, I'm so down. Maybe we could, ITP, maybe we could do a watch party to kind of, because let's be honest, Jay, it's going to be a dank ass card. And if you're going to be on for like 5-6 hours, it might be easier to get through if you've got a few people to carry the load. We'll have a talk about it on Discord, because the only issue with doing live streams together is that it becomes more and more difficult to involve the chat when you've got multiple people. So we'll have to find a way of making sure we can keep the chat involved. And that's what I was going to talk about. But we'll definitely do something. You be live tomorrow night. I basically go live every evening at the same time, pretty much. I take the odd day off if I've got like editing and stuff to do. But we go live pretty much every time at the same time. So it's 1 a.m. UK time. That's how dedicated I am to you motherfuckers. Staying awake until the middle of the morning, you know. Just a quick reminder as well, if you could subscribe and like to the channel. I hate saying it, but if I don't say it, then nothing ever happens. So I appreciate that. So yeah, ICP, I think we'll do something like that on Saturday. We'll work something out anyway. I think it would be easier on a watch along to do, and then we'll see how it goes. I've got a few ideas anyway. We'll talk about it. It's gonna be sweet. And I'm still like, we're gonna get started. Like Antoine and I say Antoine and I. Antoine's mostly gonna do, or Jack, should I say, is gonna do the editing for the pound for pound video we're working on. So I need to get that up and going. So yeah, ITP, we'll try and earmark Saturday. I think that would be sweet. Andrew, my man. And just a reminder again to subscribe to Andrew. Barreling towards 100 subscribers, my man. Much love to you. My girl knows Muay Thai, but I'm about to get mad at her. Yeah, be careful with that, bro. Be very, very careful with that. I could never date a woman that's good at fighting because she would definitely beat the fuck out of me. Like I'm difficult. I'm difficult to deal with. Like my first piece of advice last week was always date somebody who's richer than you. Step number 2, don't date somebody that can whoop your ass. I mean, the knowledge that you guys are getting from me. I should do my own like Tate University type thing. I do go to bed by midnight, but not really. I go to bed 2 or 3 a.m. You legend. Thanks for sticking that in the subscription. Sorry, thanks for sticking Andrew's channel in the chat. Western, you legend. But plot twist, I know taekwondo and kickboxing. But let's face it though, when you head kick KO her after she's kicked you, who are the police gonna believe? This is the issue you've got here. All right, Paradox, are you around, bro? I still like and love others as well. That's very, very important, Andrew. You got to show the love. All right, I'm going to scramble this muffin and then I'm live. So I'll give you about 10 minutes and I'll stick around until you go live. Take your time though, because I want to kind of comfortably hit 2:30 today. They believe her. Good call, Cold Up. Good call. And never, ever, ever hit a woman unless she hits you first. Then fucking lay her ass out. That's just how I feel about it. Except Rigo. Yeah, Andrew. Rigo's a bad man. Or a bad, and I was going to say bad little boy, but that sounded so fruity. He's a bad half man. We're on your side, Andrew. You legend. So yeah, we will go live tomorrow. We'll do some stuff. There's a YouTube channel I found. Fight Society is live right now. Fight Society is also a friend of the channel, I believe. From what I do believe, I think I'm already subscribed as well. I'm not subscribed to Fight Society. I'm going to subscribe over there as well. Rigo fears me more than ITP does, but not as much as Frankie. Guy seems pretty cool. I'll check that out as well. I will check that out as well. All right, so I think now that Paradox is live, because I'm pretty sure I've got the Rona again. Let me send it down the channel to you cunts. I like a chick who can whoop me every once in a while. That's why me and Katie Taylor have been going on strong for years. There's so much wrong with that. Yeah, let's check out this link as well. Hang on a second, boys. Yeah, this looks like the guy. This looks like the guy. Is this him? All right, I'm gonna hit a pause on that. I'm almost tempted to screw Paradox over and send you all over there. I'm joking, Paradox. I don't know him too well, but he seemed based. Yeah. We're building up quite a fucking based community out here. Me and Val just didn't work out. Sadly, she wanted the former NFL #1 pick, Kyler Murray, for some reason. Her loss, yeah. I can tell she really fucked that choice up. All right, so I'm gonna leave it down to you boys. I'm gonna be opening up Paradox and this Fight Society dude. Might be a good opportunity to extend the community further. I think he's only got 7 people watching right now. So maybe you could be generous and pop in on both, do a little raid. So we'll add Fight Society to it as well. Obviously get your rectoids over to All right, boys. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Fight fair, and you can have a turn now. I'm good, man. I don't want Rigo's sloppy seconds. I wouldn't even want to go before. I don't want to be Esco brothers with Rigo in any sense. I'll catch you boys later. I'm gonna head over to this fight society guy, and I'll be up in Paradox's stream as well. Thank you one and all to everyone who turned up. Much love to everyone, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace. Yeah, we'll raid the person that Ched's just mentioned, and then so everyone head over to this guy, and then we'll head over to Paradox after that, just to help boost his numbers, if you don't mind, boys. So raid. Let's fucking go.